Good evening, everyone. Today is Saturday, April 6, 2024. I am just getting back from Spring Fling 2024, Mobile, Alabama. And it was a very nice event. It's a blues festival, Southern Soul Blues. And they had Frankie Beverly May was a closing act. We had Tucker. We had y'all northern folks don't know what I'm talking about. But people down south know what I'm talking about when we say Southern Soul Blues. And it was beautiful. The weather was beautiful. The people were beautiful. It was a great time, right? But I noticed something. It, y'all probably seen it too, right? I'm sure y'all have. One thing I noticed, well, my crowd, my age group, men and women dance with each other still, right? I like my little hat. Got my little feather right there, my pimp feather. Y'all see my pimp. And let me see, let me show y'all something. Got my little pants to match. Got my little shoes. Playing light blue pad, playing with the brown. I match. See that? Yeah. That was a hat match. So my age group, my generation, well, we still dance with women. Men and women still dance. But at this event here, there are, it's a lot of young people mixed in with the crowd too. The young people that like to party with the grown folks, right? So we ain't mad at them. They come out and have a good time. They don't act a fool because it's a grown environment, grown vibe. Even though they're younger, they still around grown folks, so they act accordingly than how they would act when it's just a party just full of them only, just youngsters. So when they around a bunch of grown folks, they behave. So we didn't have no issues, no incidents. People just having a good time, even the youngsters. So what I noticed is they don't dance with like men. The males and females don't dance with each other. The women dance with other women. Is what I saw and what I have seen for a while that I've noticed, especially the younger generation. Not like I said, not my generation, but the younger generation. The women dance with the women. When I mean dance, I don't mean to just doing a little two step. I mean bent over twerking while another woman behind her, you know, like a dude. And I'm like, what's actually going on right here? They slapping each other on the butt. Hey, hey, why the other they love to bend over and twerk. They love to do all that, right? Y'all know what I'm talking about, the twerking and booty shaking and what have you. But they do it on each other. They bump and grind on each other, women on women, right? And it's all throughout the venue, not just one or two people, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking all of them. That's all they do. They don't dance with guys. They dance with each other and they dance provocatively and sexually with other women. So I'm like, and they bent over while one bent over twerking, two, three of them slapping her on the butt. Yeah, hey, hey, you know how they do. So I'm like, man, this ain't normal. But it's normal for them. But for my age group, it's not. And I was thinking, if you see two men doing that, or a group of men dancing together, one of the dudes, just a man, even if he's dancing by himself, if he's twerking, we already think. Even if ain't no other men around, you see a man dancing by himself and he's twerking, you're gonna think this. Now just imagine it's two, three other dudes dancing up on him while he's twerking, and they grinding on it and slap him on his, what you gonna think about them guys? Right? And it's the same thing with the women. Same thing. I said this a while back. I think I made a video about it, I'm not sure. But I believe the majority of modern women they either been with another woman or with another woman right now, or at least think about it, at least curious about it. The majority of modern women either have been with another woman, think about being with one, or already with one right now, and classify as straight. Straight. So they say. But they have no issue. Hey, the girl, everywhere you look. Go somewhere in a venue where there's a bunch of young women, and that's what you're going to see. No men nowhere in the picture. All females. Bumping and grinding each other. If some men was doing that, the first thing y'all would say was they. Women doing it, not so much. It's cool. It's normal. It's no. And don't get me wrong. If they are, I have no problem with that. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not. It's not a judgmental type thing. I was just being nosy, being curious, looking around at all these women out here, all these men out here, and they not dancing with each other. Men and women not, like back in the day. These youngsters, I'm looking at from 35 on down. I say the majority, if not all, those women got a little in them. Whether they act out on it or not, that's a different story. But they look at other women and think. They're so comfortable with doing it. I'm talking about so-called straight. They straight. But have no issue with doing suspect things out in public with other women. Things that if a man did, he would automatically be labeled. Automatic. It's no questions about it nowhere. They're just friends. They're just homeboys. Would nobody say that? Everybody would say the same thing. Them dudes. But when women doing it, not so much. And I find that odd. Like, what's going on here? Just an observation. It ain't nothing that if I find the answer to it, it's going to cure cancer or whatever, or end world poverty or hunger. It ain't going to do none of that. I'm just thinking out loud, sharing this with y'all, seeing what y'all think about it. Have y'all noticed it too? And what I think is causing it is most women, 35 and younger, maybe 40 at the oldest, and younger, they all got a little in them. All of them. I ain't saying all of them act out on it, but if they don't act out on it, they at least thinking about it. I have thought about it. I've never thought about it with a dude, ever. But I believe 40 and younger, 40 at the oldest, 35 at the youngest. Anything and younger than that, all of them the women got a little this in them. And I'm not saying that they all doing it or acting out on it, but they all feel that way, I believe. Because even when you seeing the other ones that's doing it, the ones who ain't doing it, that ain't in the crowd with them, why they be all excited and happy to see them doing it. But any men, if we see some men doing that with each other, even if we ain't in the crowd doing it with them, we ain't gonna be cheering them on either. We gonna be looking at them like, we gonna be looking at each other like, what these dudes doing? I mean, you see, the hell? That's how we gonna look at them. Even if we ain't the ones that's doing the dance and whatever, bunch of men doing each other like that. The men that's standing around gonna look at them men and be like, man, them dudes out there. But with the women, even the women that ain't in the dance posse, the one that's observing, they looking at it, they all up in it. Like, yeah, they kicking, they doing it. They partying. They ain't looking at them like, what these women doing? That's suspect. They not looking at them like that. They looking at them as a look like, hey, that's what we do. Even though I ain't over there with them, I can relate because I do it with my homegirls. That's how the women are standing around looking. That's how they looking at it. Instead of like I said, if it was a bunch of guys looking at 3-4 dudes doing each other like that, the guys standing around will be looking like, y'all see these dudes? Oh, they tripping. Not the women. The women looking at them like, hey, do y'all thing, girls. I wish I could be over there with y'all. I'm telling you, fellas. A lot of what we know is about women nowadays, where they don't respect us, they not really into us, they don't care about what we want, they don't care about what we think. We tell them we don't like BBL, we tell them we don't like the lashes, we tell them we don't like all the makeup, look like it just hopped up out of a casket. When we tell them we don't like that, all that makeup powder on their face, casket ready, they don't care. I've solved the mystery. They're not doing it for us. They doing it for each other. They feeling each other. That's what's going on. Hey, I solved the mystery for y'all. So now y'all ain't got to wonder no more. Big word on the case. I figured it out. That's why they can care less about us now, fellas. Oh, well, y'all, brother. I'm beyond that age group anyway. I don't want them youngsters, no way. I like old women. Not old, but my age. Or either old acting. If she is young, she's very mature. But other than that, I don't go young. For that very reason right there. They out there. So, that's what's going on. They all, in some form or fashion. Every last one of them. From 40 on down. Every last one of them. Even if they don't do it, they still think it. Just my observation. Get it, got it, good. Bye.